Hello, hello, hello. It is your girl, High Priestess Jamila, and I am back. All right, so now that we got that discussion out of the way, which was our earlier discussion, if you were here earlier, I want to talk to you guys about, do you forgive someone that you love for sleeping with a demon? Do you forgive them? A lot of women have been faced with this issue when literally witchcraft is the most repugnant, in my opinion. Many of you women and men, okay, let's be fair about this. Many of you women and men have dealt with your man sleeping with somebody that is the most disgusting scumbag. There's not even anything mildly attractive about this person. There's nothing mentally, physically, or spiritually attractive actually about this person, which was why I used that famous sketch that is on there. I use that famous sketch, but in this case, in a lot of men's cases, it can be flipped around to where there is a demon that your man sleeps with, and literally he can't see the demon. He just sees something pretty, but it's actually a bunch of worms and parasites and ick and ack. You know what I'm saying? Now let's say you're a spiritualist. Let's say you're a psychic. And let's say that you start to pick up on it. Let's say that you start to pick up on it, especially because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Demons do travel, boy. They will drive, you know, hundreds of miles to come and pass spiritual disease to you and your family and, and your loved ones. So let's say let's say that it's somebody that is extremely vile and repugnant, and the situation is perversion, demonic, vile, and repugnant. And let's say that that person, you know, hooked up with your dude. Do you forgive them? Do you forgive them? Let's say that your man is involved with very repugnant women, because these women, they move in silence, and these men, they move in silence, right? But when you hear the silence, you can hear everything in the silence. You can hear it, you can feel it. You can feel the demonic entity that has traveled hundreds of miles, uh, to come and, I don't know, feed. Um, because I can pick up on that. So a lot of you women out there that have some slutty slew who done probably, traveled to see your dude and he up at some kind of either a sleazy hotel or, maybe even at his house. Maybe he even invited the demon to your house while you was gone. There's a lot of different possibilities. And let's say that you know that the connection between him and that person is purely demonic, and that it's not based on real love. It's not based on anything good. It's not based on anything righteous. Let's just say that. Let's just say that you have a very, very confused and idiotic man that would do anything to fit in. There's a lot of men out there like that. In fact, the way that AIDS got spread to men was through other men. Okay? Hello? And the way that they did it was, by linking up with these sick, demonic women who are actually very sick, probably emitting full blown AIDS or HIV out of the crack of their booty. Let's say that your man is dumb enough to sleep with one of them. Or it could be some kind of long term affair that needs to end. If you love that person, if you truly love that person, will you be able to forgive them? A lot of women want to know the truth. Y'all ask these men over and over again, did you sleep with this person? Did you sleep with this person? Did you sleep with? They'll just lie, 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 lie. Because that's what you have to do when you're dealing with that kind of trash, is you have to lie to the people in your life that you know are going to be absolutely repulsed. Okay? I'm talking about real people. And see, I'm not talking about these weird polyamorous relationships where, your wife is sick, the husband is sick, the wife is sick. Okay, everybody want to have some kind of weird experience, and because, there's a lot of people that don't have enough sexual energy on their own to actually have a balanced relationship with a man or a woman. Now, that's just the truth about the situation. It's the fact that people are very, very imbalanced. Okay. So let's say that you suspect that your man done met up with somebody. Okay. Or it could be somebody that, he needs to get away from, but yet and still he continues to associate with this person. And let's say that he's keeping it secret. Oh, it's such a secret. It's so sacred. It's gotta be a secret. But let's say that you see it in the cards. Let's say that you ask him and he don't want to pick up his phone. He acting funny. He's, literally throwing you under the bus, fronting on you and stuff because he's under this demonic influence by this entity or this being that is not even cute, sexy, or remotely attractive. Because let me tell you something. A demon can come to you in the form of something beautiful, and it can also come to you in the form of something very, very ugly. Okay? At the end of the day, the demon still has the ability to do what he do. So let's say he's acting weird. Let's say he's acting weird. He won't tell you. He's not communicating. See, when men stop communicating with you for several hours, it usually means that they are up to no good, and it usually means that their pee-pee is stuck up the nearest rat hole. There's a reason why women and men like that have a smell down there. And some men, even though they'll say, well, I don't want somebody that has a bad smell, believe it or not, a lot of these men out here, if they know a woman has a stinking smell, they want it. No one will ever figure out why. It's usually because of a venereal disease. And, and so that's how you can tell that they're definitely under the influence of something demonic. Okay? Let's say he doesn't tell you and you say, you know what, screw this. I'm going to contact Tarot Queen Jamila. Now, 7 times out of 10, you guys are usually spot on with your intuition. Okay? You're usually spot on with your intuition. And a lot of you women are extremely concerned about this because a lot of you may have gotten caught up and ended up doing something with somebody without a condom. Okay. Ended up doing something without a condom. And then now, you wondering in the back of your mind, well, my goodness, this man was so quick to have intercourse with me without a condom. God, would he do that with this person? And then you realize that probably yes. Because guess what? A lot of men like that, they'll start to act funny towards you. They'll start to try to identify you with that woman because they want to do it so bad. They don't know why they want to do it so bad. Okay, but they want to do it so bad that they do it. And in the back of their mind, they're saying, well, my woman is slutting around anyway. So why not do it? Even though their woman is not slutting around. The woman is keeping herself, not like that. Okay. So this is when, men begin to justify their disgusting actions by blaming it on you. And it usually happens probably a few days in advance before they sleep with these women and men. Usually happens a few days in advance. And when you see it, it's probably very, very important to protect yourself and to block it as much as possible. Now, like I said, a lot of them will not tell the truth. A lot of them are liars. Okay? A lot of them will never tell you the truth. You know what a lot of women tell me? You know why? They say, why would you even give this person the satisfaction of knowing that you would cheat on somebody that actually loves you? Why would you give a demon that damn satisfaction? Why? Why would you do it? This is very perplexing for women. Then that's when you start sending them text messages saying, hey, you better text back, call back, and prove to me that you're not doing nothing phony. Okay? Now, aside from that, another thing that you have to understand is that women and men like this are so desperate to spread disease and sickness to people that they are willing to keep it a secret. This is the first sign that something is going wrong. So if he doesn't tell you, if you don't hear from him, because see, this is what I want to tell you, especially when you do a reunion spell and then you don't hear from that person for several hours. And you're like, wait a minute, you haven't checked in with me. What are you talking about? But what are you doing? What's going on here? See, and they're going to lie and they're going to say, oh, I was asleep. I was over here asleep, baby. Okay. That's usually their first excuses that they were sleeping. You know damn well they wouldn't sleep. Okay. You can see it in the car. So what you do is you come to Queen Jamila. Okay. You can place an order for a reading and you come to Queen Jamila. And then I'll be able to tell you. Now, the one thing that I want to tell you is that you have to immediately do work on him, because a lot of the times when a man is commingling or having sex with a demonic woman, 9 times out of 10, the sexual act is a feeding frenzy so that he can be fed up on and you can be fed up on via his penis chakra. This is what really irritates a lot of women and men. A lot of men have no idea. They just think it's sex. They don't understand what they're doing. It's a spiritual exchange of energy. So what they'll do is they will lay down and sleep with these disgusting parasitic women. Okay. Afterwards, they'll feel like trash. I'm telling you, Ladies, when these men do stuff like that, they literally feel like trash. They feel it too, just as much as you do. But sometimes you got to do work on them, and you have to block them. You have to protect yourself. You have to, do all sorts of things because it's a demon. And it is a demon. Doesn't matter. Oh, I've been seeing this person for 15 years. Well, guess what? And here we are 15 years later, and now you know that it's a demon. Now you know what it wanted. Okay. Now you know that it was giving you fake love. Now you know that it was something that you needed to break free of years ago, and this is why you've been in confusion and chaos. Letting go can be so hard. I found out in that last hangout that I did, I had to go in there. I finally was able to take a shower. Okay, because we had a water main break over here, which was weird to say the least. Do you forgive him? It depends. You got to look in the cards and you got to say, okay, now that he has smelled the stench of and the funk of 40,000 years, now that he done smelled that stench, is he going to go back? Is he done with it? Is he going to break free of it? What is he going to do? What's he going to do? Okay. What's he going to do? Is he going to continue? Are you done? Did you get it out of your system? And did you use a condom? And you know what, guys? The warnings are always there. In fact, I just did a video on HPV awareness. Condoms do not protect you from HPV, which is cancer. HPV will in fact give you cancer. It can give you cancer of the breast, it can give you cancer of the brain, it can give you cancer of the uterus, it can give you cancer of the buttocks, it can give you cancer of the spleen, it can give you cancer of the liver. HPV will travel up and give you cancer of the gums. In fact, that's one of the best ways that it goes to these people's brains. You can tell because they'll have lesions on their gums. It's really, really disgusting. There are some people that are just carriers of these diseases, and there's just nothing that you can do about it. Okay, nothing, but not sleep with them. So there is HIV and HPV awareness. Okay, now you can get a man to tell the truth. There's a spell for that. Just to let you know, if you guys want him to confess, sometimes you got to put a little bit of spell, a little bit of fire under his butt to confess the truth of what he did. If he does confess the truth, and it's a woman that you know has that nasty woman's disease, and we know what that is, and men carry it, it's the nasty man's disease, nasty woman's disease. It's really disgusting. And if he does confess it to you, first of all, if you suspect it, do not sleep with them. In fact, stay away from them for a couple of days. Okay. If you are around them, don't sleep with them. Okay. But what you have to do is if he confesses that he slept with it, then what you have to do is you have to say, hey, I'm not sleeping with you again for another 3 to 6 months when I know that you are clear of HPV after getting tested and HIV, because a lot of people thought that they was not going to spread diseases with condoms, and that's not true. Condoms do not protect you from HPV. To be honest with you, condoms don't protect you from HIV. You know the prevalence of women that shave their vaginas? Do you know that when you shave your vagina, you are actually creating an open wound? Do you know that if a man has a bump, it could be a very honest and very innocent, um, what is that thing called? You know that bump that shows up, it's a hair bump. It can be a hair bump. It can be a very, very innocent hair bump that rubs up against your freshly shaved vagina. And then you can get HIV transmission that way and HPV. Nobody is worth it. Nobody is worth having a debilitating disease for. Check this out. Follow your intuition. People can get in fake, false HIV results. There's a lot of these people, they running around, they got their papers on them. Be suspect of people like that. Who needs to go around with papers saying that they not diseased except for a dog? Who needs to do that? Okay? You know, I've been sexually active for a while now, and I've never had anything. And I don't carry around papers proving that I don't. People can get fake papers, clearing them of this stuff. So papers doesn't matter. Okay, so this is another sign of a demon. Oh, baby, I swear to you, I don't have anything. I'm so clean. I've got papers. You want to see? Almost like they came from the local vet, because we all know that they probably have to get yearly rabies shots. Do you forgive him for placing you at risk? Do you forgive him? Like I said, it depends. Okay, is he ending it or is he not ending it? Because I'm going to tell you, some demons are very seductive, but demons are not powerful. So that's when you have to sit down and you have to have the birds and the bees conversation with this man, because clearly his mama didn't have it with him. And you have to say, hey, look, I know you slept with this person. I know you did. Okay, because I've had women all day long, all week long, all month long. Did he sleep with this person? Did he do something with this person? What happened? And when you see in the cards that they did, especially if you, a lot of y'all will call me and be like, he been gone for the weekend. Is he with her? Okay. Or he been gone for a couple of days. I ain't seen him. Is he with her? And then when you see it in the cards, there are some of you women that you just turn numb. I can feel it because I'm an empath. A lot of you women will just turn numb. Some of you, it's almost like a knife has been drove through your fucking heart. It's horrible. And I'm going to tell you something. Usually what they leave you for or what they willing to lose you for is not as good as you. Trust me. I don't care if you wear a size 22, especially if you a good woman. Okay? So, I would immediately do work on the both of them. Immediately. Do some kind of hex or spell for him to wake him up. Sometimes you got to hit them over the head with a pan before they understand. And, you know, men can be very, very arrogant. Oh, I can do whatever I want. I'm a man. You an idiot is what you are. Because you just exposed yourself to not only the funk of 40,000 years, but then also you expose yourself to death and sadness. Because you know what? If you don't appreciate your life, God ain't going to appreciate it for you. Even though God will save you and give you plenty of chances, if you don't appreciate your life, ain't nothing worse than being diagnosed with a debilitating illness to make you appreciate your life. There is nothing more powerful than that. When somebody tells you you're dying, Doc, I got lesions on my penis. What's going on here? You're dying. You have HIV, herpes, and HIV. This person gave you in HPV. This person gave you the triple package. Some of them is carrying the triple dare, double dog, triple dog. And some of y'all lives have been ruined. I've been looking at these sisters online. Let me tell you something. There's a woman that was diagnosed with HIV. Her baby daddy spread it to her. It was so sad. I was like, oh my God. Horrible. Horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Do you forgive him? Well, I mean, if you make the mistake of sleeping with him after he slept with a demonic person like this, then he's probably already spreaded it to you. You don't want to take the chance, but unfortunately, there's a lot of couples that are sitting around that have horrible diseases because the man was not spiritually protected, thought that Jesus was going to do everything for him, and then ding dong, a demon knocked at the door with bad dragon breath and spreaded him a disease. It's really sad. It's really, really, really sad. But it's the truth. And the truth hurts. Okay? So what do you do in that situation? Do you forgive? Because again, he or she at that point, they're just stupid. Their mind ain't right. Their mind ain't right. It's not. It's not all the way on. It's not all the way there. The head is not necessarily connecting to the rest of the body. And you know what? There's a lot of women and a lot of men that have loved stupid people. Stupid doesn't mean that you're dumb and that you're not capable of learning, but stupid is when you do things that place you at risk that are not worth it. Okay? Now, sometimes you might see in the cards that there's something that's being planned. You want to stop all of the plans. You want to make it to where if this demonic heifer comes to come near your house or your man, that she burns up in the flames of hell and drives off the side of the road and dies. Okay. Now, guys, I'm just keeping it real with you. Okay. I know a lot of people. That don't get that. Okay. People love taking risks in life, but why should that risk have to affect you? That's how demons operate. That's how they operate. And they are constantly on the prowl looking for somebody to do harm to. So, what you want to do if you see plans being made of any kind of meetups or anything, you want to come to me. I do customized spell work. And it's never too late to prevent somebody that you love from making a huge mistake that will cost them their life. At that moment that somebody is actually dumb enough to put themselves at risk that way, they think in their mind that it's worth it. And I'm talking about somebody that they know sleeps around. Okay. So a lot of y'all will say, well, Jamila, why in the hell, why? A lot of y'all be asking why. Look, it's a perplexing situation, but what you want to do is you want to prevent the happening from happening if you can. Okay? And sometimes I'm gonna tell y'all something. Sometimes, these women, I actually know a person that that was stalking me, and this person said, I almost died 3 times on the highway. That's because you was coming to give somebody that package, that slow death. Okay. Okay. And and this is just what it is. Okay. So you guys can reach out to me because I know how it feels. I was actually talking to somebody, and it was this demonic heifer that was trying to come in and visit her dude. She had recently picked up all kinds of diseases. I could see it in the cards. And she was coming to share those diseases because, after all, people that have diseases like that, they want somebody to share them with. And I said, yeah, I can see that he planning on meeting up with this person. And what we did was we did spell work to stop that from happening. And the chick ended up in a really bad car accident and died because the chick was actually on her way to give this man AIDS. She was on her way, boy. She was on her way. I'm on my way. Yeah, man, I can't wait. We're gonna have so much fun. Yay. I'm sorry. You're carrying every debilitating disease known to man. You should be quarantined. Why these people have not been quarantined? Because it's against their rights. That's why. That's why in California, it is no longer a felony to knowingly spread. Let me say that again. It is no longer a felony in California to knowingly spread HIV to unknowing suspects. It's not a felony. Now, ain't that something else? So y'all got to think of what's happening in the world. There's so many different things happening, and you don't want to let it to affect you. Well, first of all, it's population reduction right now. If you guys haven't noticed that it's population control time. Okay. So now there's some people that are like, Jamila, I'm just suicidal. I'm just suicidal and I want to die. So, I'm willing to take a chance because, I think this person has a big booty or nice thighs. And then that's when you say, okay, baby. And you pat that person on the head and you go, it's going to be okay, baby. We're going to work all this out for you. Okay. Okay. So you guys know where to reach me. Because I'm telling you, boy, them demons, and you know what Spirit will tell you? Spirit will tell you, they'll say, they planning on meeting up. And then women will call me and be like, it's this woman that's chasing after my dude. And he acting funny. Or they going to meet up. Or they planning on meeting up. And then I'll look in the cards and it'll either be yay or nay. And it's like, well, have they met up? Well, probably. Have they slept together yet? I mean, women are really, y'all be on it. Okay, they met up, but did they actually sleep together? Did he actually do it? Was he actually dumb enough to do it? That's when you got to tie up his nature. Okay? And there's a specific way that you do that. See, it does no good to be emotional about it. But when you love someone, you're willing to help the situation out, to be honest with you, because I'm gonna tell you something, that's the first thing that demon is coming for is love. As soon as they know you in love, oh my God, they're in love and they love each other. Send a demon. Okay? And then you send that demon right back. Okay? All righty. I will see you guys later. You guys know where I'm at if you need to reach me. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for the thumbs up and the support. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Yes, you should forgive, because a lot of times it's just all by design. It is. Men are usually the carrier and the barrier. They're the barrier and the carrier. Because, men, if you decide to have a man in your life, that's why a lot of women are lesbians, okay? If you decide you're going to have a man in your life, you got to control what he do. You can't just let him do that. Next thing you know, you'll have jaundice and sickness, and then your cooch be stinking, because when a man sleeps with a woman that has stuff like that, he can pass that stuff to you. And you be like, why I'm smelling funny? I ain't never smelled funny before. Why do I smell funny down there? Okay. So I will see you guys later. Love and light. If you guys need to reach me, the link to my website is below. Obviously, I'm not doing any readings at the moment because it's 1 o'clock in the morning, almost 2 a.m. But I will be open for tomorrow. We have the full moon that is coming up, and I am fully stocked for you ladies, for you real women out there that love, and you don't just go around spreading disease to the world. Okay. Y'all are the chariots. Y'all are the angels. Y'all are the women that literally give hope to the world, because these women that are like this, they don't. This is the reason why, as soon as, women like this, they see that a man is married, got a woman, oh, him, because it's a lot of different reasons. Okay. All right. I'll see y'all later. Love and light.